Martin, thank you so much for bringing me to your favourite bar, which is Keoghs in Ballymakenny.
Yes.
Think.
Well, you pronounced it correctly anyway, Gary.
Well, I hope I'm in the right place because it doesn't look like where you are.
You're on the posh end, Gary. You're on the lounge.
I can see that. I can see I'm in the lounge where there's probably the TV. You're in the posh part where they only have the expensive whiskies. So
that's correct.
Why is this your favourite bar?
Right. Keoghs, well, you got the pronunciation right first anyway, Ballymakenny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Keoghs is a slightly different pub than Keoghs is a little country pub. Right. So you're very much out in the sticks here, Gary, where you are now. Right. We're on the border between a parish called Termonfeckin and another parish called Monasterboice. Okay.
Sort of know both of them through dispatches, but since we got the bypasses, we probably don't go through them as much as we used to, right?
No, you bypass Monasterboice, yeah, but that's what. So there's where you are. You're right in the sticks here completely. All right. So
county, and of course, I didn't mention the county. County Louth.
County Louth, exactly. Yeah.
Not known to many people until they picked up the Leinster Championship last week, methinks.
That's exactly it, yeah. So Leinster champions for after 68 odd years.
68 years.
Yeah. Well, we did actually win it in 2010, but we just didn't get the cup, Gary. So yeah.
Oh, well, that sounds like it's contentious.
Yeah.
That sounds contentious.
A little bit.
Well, I'm sure it's on YouTube for those that are listening in. And for those that are not overly familiar, we're talking about GAA football. And Louth is, I hope I got my geography right now. It's the smallest county in Ireland, right? Certainly the smallest coastline.
That's right. The wee county, as we're known as, the wee county up here, County Louth.
Is that why it's called the wee county?
Yeah, it's called the wee county. It's the smallest county in Ireland, yes.
I thought it was the wee county because of, further you go north, everyone says wee.
No.
The wee county. So to win the Leinster Championship is something, isn't it?
It's something else, yeah. So it's been well celebrated here for the last few days. So to be honest, Keoghs was a busy place.
Where I am, the posh end.
You're on the posh end. No, both ends would have been busy.
And is that sort of the spot? Is that the spot where you join other GAA supporters or local supporters, or what type of a bar is it? Is it all sorts?
All sorts. This bar. GAA bar, big GAA bar. So the local club, this is where we drink. The local club, Nave Martin, this is where we drink. Good rivalry with the borderline parish, St. Feckins. So good rivalry between the Martins and the Feckins. So so it's a great GAA pub. But as you can see from where you are on the posh end, it's also a rugby pub as well. A lot of big rugby fans in here. A lot of big Leinster fans and Irish fans up here. And is
that what you're called? The Martins and the Feckins.
The Martins and the Feckins, the Martins at Monasterboice and the Feckins from Termonfeckin, So that's There's even a debate about which parish this pub is actually in, because it's right on the border.
Is that right? And you like borders up there, don't you?
Oh, we do, yeah.
Yeah, very important to know what side the border you're on.
That's it, yeah. Keoghs, I believe, is officially in Monasterboice, so it's
okay.
You're in the parish of Monasterboice now.
We'll give them a plug, if nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
So you come here every so often. What keeps you motivated?
Oh, what keeps me motivated?
Yeah, what keeps you motivated?
Yeah, there's a few things, Gary, I suppose. Well, motivated, I suppose one of the big issues for me is that I love to play a game of golf as well. We're talking about sports. So golf is my go-to to relax sport now, all right? After the stress of the GAA and the rugby, a bit of golf. So but what keeps me motivated, I suppose, is Friday night in Keoghs, right? Where I'm sitting here at the moment, on the bar side of the wall. All right. I suppose in here you have a great mix of characters. All right. Mm-hmm. You got farmers, we got plumbers, we got builders, we got businessmen, etc., etc. So these guys, these guys become my therapists and my counselors here on a Friday night, to be honest. All right. So here we can solve all problems. So it's a great network. So the network I have in this local pub, I suppose, of world experts is what keeps me motivated. All right. Here we can fix all the problems.
Isn't it so interesting what you're saying? Because I'm not a farmer myself, but I live in County Wicklow. And if you ever want to know about doing things in order at the right time, talk to a farmer. Because and sometimes we do that, don't we, Martin? We end up in a sort of echo chamber of our own industry or our own sector or our own this, that, and the other. So it must be lovely to go on a spring and he's telling you all about he's been out there planting and sowing or whatever they do in spring.
Yeah, no, it's great, and it's a bit like with what we have in the DII, right? Here, it's all about collaboration. You listen to the guys' stories, and you actually come away with some ideas. God, I can use that in my own work environment. Right? I never thought we could do it like that. Whether it's timing, whether it's people or whatever it is, but it's very good. So what keeps me motivated and keeps me going, I suppose, is going to, as I call it, it's the depression chamber. A bit of recharge and a bit of de-stress on a Friday night.
And it gets you away from your usual gang. So
we stopped talking about data centers, and we stopped talking about frames and switch gear and gensets and all that good stuff. And we talk about different things, and it actually puts things in perspective for you. So
absolutely. And golf.
Oh yeah. Very good. Golf, same with golf.
Same.
I don't play. I like to play a game of golf on a Saturday afternoon. I play with anybody. I don't have a particular group that I play with week in, week out, day in, day out. So I normally put my name beside anybody on the timesheet. It could be male, it could be female, and we get 4.5 hours chit chat, relax, and playing a game of golf, and it sort of gets you re-energized.
And often, and I suppose as you get a bit older, you realize this is actually the golf or the pub, they're only excuses. They're only excuses to get out and talk to a few people and, go out and walk now. I mean, I don't know what the average golf course is. Is it 10 kilometers or something? If I asked you to go out and walk 10 kilometers, you probably find it hard to do it. Give you a bag of balls or a bag of clubs and a ball, and off you go merrily.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
And you meet some great people. The only thing I remember from playing any form of golf when I was a young fella, it was my first job. My boss said, "You don't play." I play a bit of pitch and putt. He says, golf is a bit similar. He says, "Here's my tip for you. Let your client go first. And wherever he hits his ball, you just point and hit it that way. And follow him." That was it.
Yeah. It's a great way of meeting people and just getting to know something. And sometimes the collaborations and the working together, or just the chit chats, actually create opportunities for work, or you get referrals, or all sorts of different things out of it, because you don't know who you're actually going to play with or who you're going to actually meet, and they can create opportunities for you. So
it's just talking to people. The world gets run by those who turn up, doesn't it?
Just talking to people. Exactly.
Talk to people.
Yeah.
So do you have a quote? I feel that you sort of have a few quotes in there that you might even have a favorite one.
Yeah, my favorite one, and anyone that knows me around here, it's stolen from Mr. Obama, but it's yes we can, and it's very simple, but it's yes we can. So it's a bit of a mantra around here for me, about and simple as that. And it's easy to say, it's easy to remember, right? But yes, we can. So it's that's my favorite quote. And I suppose there's a couple of reasons for sticking to that. The whole thing really about the mindset and people's mindsets. It's all about staying positive. All right, being positive and the positive mindset. And when you start off a quote with yes, it just oozes that sort of positivity. So yes, we can is very motivational thing. And then if you take the second one, it's very simple, small quote. Yes, we can. Stick the we in the middle piece of it. Means inclusive. So we bring all the people together, bring them with us. All right. Start with positive and bring all the people with us. And that's really what it is. And can very, very positive orientations again. That's what the whole thing's all about. So for me, that was a fantastic quote that Mr. Obama brought out when his election campaign back in what's that, 2008, 2009 or something, way back then.
Yeah. But it's so simple. And I know that we go to the IMI and we bring in people from Harvard and all these universities, and we get mission statements from businesses.
Yes.
And we get chapter and verse, and nobody can remember them.
No.
Nobody.
No. Yeah. And that's what it is. So back to the positive mindset and the counselors and the therapists, etc., etc. So yeah, very, very simple quote for me is yes, we can, and sort of we live by that. And if you just break the 3 words down, it makes it very, very simple. Easy to remember, right, and easy to say.
Easy to remember, easy to say. And I'm going to put you on the spot here because you might remember when he was in College Green when he visited, he did it in Gaelic.
It's Féidirling.
Oh, there you go. You're on a home run. You're on a home run.
Yeah.
But going back to sort of yes, we can. And all jokes aside, 60 plus years Louth was waiting for that championship, right?
Yes.
Could you only imagine? That's nearly 3 generations ish. There's grandfathers, sons, and grandsons now playing. That was the first time probably in living memory that they've won, give or take.
Yes.
That takes an awful lot of get up and go in a cold, wet, windy February to go training.
That's for sure. That's for sure. And that's why it was the emotions that came out last week were phenomenal, because we've tasted a lot of defeats, and we've had a lot of moral victories, but over the years, So so to actually be out across the line for once, and was phenomenal,
But it's a great exemplar of stick at it. I'm sure there was, so that's 68 years. I'm sure those years you didn't even get out of the first round or couldn't field a team or all sorts of emotions.
We've had some great players over the years. Seamus O'Hanlon, Peter Fitzpatrick, great guys, Martin Morgan, lads that played with myself over the years. And they've trained every bit as hard as Dublin teams and Kerry teams and Meath teams over the years. And some guys have played for 20 years and have no, let's call it, medal to actually show for it, So I think that was for everybody last Sunday.
And for some of the people who are more international watch the show, this is an amateur sport, but they get in the finals in excess of 50,000 people. So they're not even getting paid the hundreds of thousands a week that soccer players do. And these guys basically have to nearly, boys and girls in the 2 codes, put their lives on hold for 10 years just to dedicate themselves to their sport. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's true. They put in an unbelievable piece of dedication, and the guys are playing on the county team. We'll see them in Keoghs last week or there've been 1 or 2 bars last week, but for 10, 11 months of the year, those guys are they're training hard. They're looking after themselves. They're not staying out late. It's phenomenal. The commitment they have to put in for no money, right? And they may get a holiday or they'll get a meal out of it, but that's it, and that's the difference.
The revenue don't listen in on this show. You're all right. They might even get a little a lemonade on occasion in the bar somewhere, will they?
A free pint here or there, yes. Yeah.
They might get a lemonade.
Yeah.
Martin, it's been short and sharp, but we've gone to the wee county. We've explored it. We've heard about the politics of 2 small. What would you call them? Would you call them parishes?
Oh yeah, parishes. Yeah,
parishes.
Yeah,
and we'll hold off till the next time we do it to get inside the 2010 questionable moral victory. whatever happened in 2010.
Yeah.
That's for the sequel.
Yes. No, 2025 has put that to bed. So
2025 has put that to bed, but it was first out of the gate. You did bring it up early, so thank you so much, Martin. It's been short and sharp.
Very good.